Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al Red Sox YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Monday Night Mayhem from Canada. Legends of Wrestling card and dice game makes everything nice game. All bouts are no DQ. We are in Alberta. Main event, Davey Boy Smith Jr. versus Wahoo McDaniel. That should be a doozy. Co-main event, Teddy Hart, son of Stu Hart, graduate of the Dungeon of Hart, takes on Eddie Graham. Featured bout of the evening, RJ City versus Mike Graham. We start off Monday Night Mayhem with an 8-man tag match from Canada. Tyson Ducks, Brent Banks, Player Uno, and Player Dos. They will face off against a menacing 4. Kevin Sullivan, One Man Gang, The Missing Link, and the captain, Sir Oliver Humperdink, who will get dinked and dunked in this opening contest. Again, all bouts are no DQ. Let's start with the fearsome foursome. You have Kevin Sullivan, 5'11", 252, Boston, Massachusetts, psychopath crazy. Kevin Sullivan's finishing move is on a level 3 roll of a 6, pile driver +2 finisher. His starting fatigue rating for a pin is a 3. We'll just put that here. And this is expansion pack 11. Just pick that up. Also in the fearsome foursome, the One Man Gang, 6'9", 495, Chicago, Illinois. Finishing move, 747 splash. That is a +3 with an asterisk. You roll one die. If it's a 1, the opponent moves out of the way and takes over on level 2 offense. The One Man Gang pin rating starts at a 3. And again, this is from expansion pack 11. More from expansion pack 11. The Missing Link. Well, he's the missing link. Weight unknown, height unknown, parts unknown. No one knows anything about the Missing Link except Sir Oliver Humperdink. We just know he fits in well with the Psycho 4, the fearsome foursome. His pin rating starts at a 3. And a special card from expansion set 11. Sir Oliver Humperdink, 5'10", 252, Reno, Nevada. Finishing move on level 3 offense, 6 roll. Asiatic Spike. I believe that's a thumb to the throat, and you hold it down, choking off the windpipe, causing a submission. Very surprised his pin rating starts at a 3. At ringside to cheer on the Canadians, the godfather of Canadian wrestling, Stu Hart. The Commonwealth champion, Kenny Omega. Multi-time champion in many different territories, Chris Jericho. The best there ever was, ever will be, Brent the Hitman Hart. Also Owen Hart. So they are out at ringside to cheer on their fellow Canada. Here in Canada, Frank Wainscott, Philip Reynolds. For the Canadian team, Tyson Ducks, And this is the Best of Canada set from Felsinger. He has a pin rating of a 2. His tag partner, let me just slide this over a little bit so I can actually pick these things up. Oh, Bret Hart comes into the ring. Bret, don't come into the ring yet. Brent Banks. Pin rating starts at a 3. Oh, Tyson Ducks has a 2 finishing moves on 5 and 6 level 3 offense. The Northern Lariat on the 5. The 6 is a textbook, and you roll to see what the submission is down there. So Brent Banks submission, finishing moves. He has 2, 5 and 6, a DDT, and sliced bread on the 6 with an asterisk. So you have to read down here to see what the special rolls are for that, the sliced bread. Pin rating starts at a 3. And I believe this is Evil Uno with a different name. If you watch AEW wrestling or a fan of the indies, you will know Evil Uno. Instead, he is Player Uno, 5'11", 220, from the whimsical place, the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh, Brent Banks, 6'2", 195, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Tyson Ducks, 5'8", 202. Miramachi, NB. I don't know what that means, but I bet you Greg Gorecki knows what that means. The missing link was Dewey Robertson from Hamilton, Ontario. Will he turn on his fearsome foursome? We shall find out. Thank you for sharing that. Player Uno. He's actually got a good pin rating, too. That's a 2. So the Canadians should be favored here at home. At home, excuse me. Cat, frog in the throat. Cat got the tongue. Player Dos, 5'10", 195. Again, from the mystical, whimsical place they call the Mushroom Kingdom. I bet they've smoked a few mushrooms there, or eaten them. Pin rating of a 3, so it might be an uphill battle for the fearsome foursome. Greg Gorecki, Brian Hoxie, Philip Reynolds, Frank Wainscott, all at ringside for Monday Night Mayhem. We had a doozy of a Monday Night Mayhem last week. Let's see how this shapes up. Will the Canadians at ringside, Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Stu Hart, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, will they interfere in these matches? Most likely, they might. So, Canada Red visiting non-Canadians Blue. We're going to roll to see for each team. You can see there's 4 wrestlers. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the wrestler who starts. If it's a 5 or 6, I pick. So here we go. 2. So Brent Banks will start. Put that there, I guess. A 6, I get to choose. We're going to go with... Let's go with the missing link. I think that would be fun. The missing link's a psychopath. So the missing link will start there. The white die, homebrew rule, when I do tag matches, multi-man tag matches. This will determine who's going to get tagged in. Okay, so it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, say if Brent Banks is in, a 2, he can't tag himself. So it will be my choice. But if it's a, so on and so forth, a 1, 3, 4, then those are the guys going in. Here we go. Ding, ding goes the bell and the trolley. 8-man tag match to start this wonderful Monday Night Mayhem from Alberta, Canada. Greg Gorecki says, Al, as a hockey fan, you likely know that Ted Irvin is the father of Chris Jericho. I did, and his father played for the Rangers, right? I believe. Yes, I did know his father was a NHL hockey player. All right, here we go. We start off Brett Banks, missing link. It's a 1 and a 1. They just go at it back and forth. The missing link trying to ram his head into Brent Banks. Banks goes with a kick to the midsection. We roll again because it was even Stevens. Now it's a 5. That's going to favor Brent Banks. And let's see what it is. Reroll that. A 1 and a 1. Brent Banks tries to go for the arm drag takedown on the missing link. Missing link is dazed. Will he go for the tag? No, he won't. The missing link will not go for the tag. Level 1 offense for Brent Banks. It's a 1 again. Another. He's using his speed, going for another arm drag takedown. This time the missing link blocks it. Rams his cranium right into the square in the face of Brent Banks. Banks is dazed. Level 1 offense for the missing link. A 4 for the missing link. Missing link trying to go for the running knee lift as he whips Brent Banks into the ropes. And that is a power move. I have a homebrew rule. So you can see the power. Negative numbers are good in this game. The power is a -1. Brent Banks' power is a 0. The lowest roll will win. And we already know that's a low enough roll. Missing link, booyah! With the tremendous knee, nearly decapitating Brent Banks. Missing link on level 2 offense. Missing link going to town on Brent Banks. Level 2 offense for missing link. That is a 3 for the missing link. Tries to apply the nerve grip. He's really clamping down on it. Let's see what Brent Banks can do here. Brent Banks is hurt. He is hurt. Trying to get out of this hold. Can he make the tag? 6 and under. He counters and will tag out. And he does. He will tag his partner, Tyson Ducks. So Tyson Ducks comes in. We'll go after the missing link on level. I like to do it at level 2 offense. So Tyson Ducks comes in with a sort of hot tag. It's a 6. Missing link trying to ram his head into Tyson Ducks. Tyson Ducks going for the running DVD into the corner. 4 for the missing link. Missing link moves out of the way, and Tyson Duck goes face first in the turnbuckle. Missing link slams his head into the back neck of Tyson Ducks. Now drops another headbutt. Missing link is going to tag out to Kevin Sullivan. So it's going to be Kevin Sullivan coming in at level 2 offense against Tyson Ducks. Canadians at ringside looking on anxiously. Kevin Sullivan with a 5. So Kevin Sullivan going for the release gut wrench. Tyson Ducks, that's a 3. And a 4 for Tyson Ducks. Boom! Kevin Sullivan with the gut wrench sends Tyson Ducks down. Snake Eyes, this is over. They're not going to use a pin save because the odds of Snake Eyes are slim, but a pinpoint put on Tyson Ducks. So Kevin Sullivan comes in like a raving maniac, gets the quick gut wrench, slams Tyson Ducks, puts the pin, but Tyson Ducks quickly kicks out. Kevin Sullivan on level 3 offense. A 1 for Kevin Sullivan, looking for the double foot stomp, stomping away on Tyson Ducks. 5 for Tyson Ducks. Tyson Ducks is badly hurt, trying to spin away from Kevin Sullivan. Tyson Ducks, if he can roll a 6, can get a tag here. He can! Who will he tag out to? 4, Player Dose. So a good job of Tyson Ducks quickly getting back to his corner. Kevin Sullivan in rage will now take on Player Dose. Player Dose comes in at level 2 offense. It's a 5 for Player Dose. Going for the dragon suplex on Kevin Sullivan. Nails it. Kevin Sullivan is down. The dragon suplex as player Dos uses his agility and speed to execute that move to perfection. Level 3 offense for player Dos. It's a 6. He's going for the fatality. Here's the tag to player Uno. Booyah! That's a +2 finisher on Kevin Sullivan. Pin save. Who's coming in for the pin save? It will be the one-man gang because it's my choice. Here comes the pin save roll. It's a 7. One-man gang comes in. But Kenny Omega has leaped into the ring. Super kick on the one-man gang. Player Uno goes for the pin. And Kevin Sullivan kicks out at the count of 2. Oh boy, Kenny Omega has interfered in this match. Kevin Sullivan's pin rating goes to a 4. Kevin Sullivan in trouble. Player Uno now on level 3 offense. It's a 5. Game Genie! Booyah! He nails Kevin Sullivan with a spinning move. The Game Genie slamming Sullivan on his head. 4, he is out. Again, they're going to go for another pin save. This will be their second and final pin save. 4, it's Sir Oliver Humperdink coming into the ring. He needs a low roll. He won't get it. Sir Oliver Humperdink comes in, racing towards, and here comes Chris Jericho over the rope. Super kick. Splattering Sir Oliver Humperdink. The Canadian fans are going insane here in Alberta, Canada. Sullivan. The pin by player Uno. And Sullivan just kicks out at 2 3/4. Sullivan needs desperately to make a tag. Player Uno. He will make a tag to Brett Banks. Actually, let's roll. It's going to be Tyson Ducks. Tyson Ducks comes in at level 3 offense. They're pounding away at Sullivan in the corner. Let's see what Tyson Ducks can do here. That's a 3. Tyson Ducks will not send Sullivan out of the ring. It's a choice. If we roll it 2 times in a row or a second time, he goes out of the ring. That's the way I play it. So Tyson Ducks drops an elbow, rolls again on level 3. It is a 2. Suplex. Booyah! Kevin Sullivan is down and hurt. Tyson Ducks will go for a tag here. He will tag his partner, Brett Banks. Brett Banks comes in, a little double team effort. They stretch Kevin Sullivan's arm, and they will drop the leg. Tyson Ducks on the left arm. Brent Banks on the right arm. Brett Banks, level 3 offense. Brett Banks with a 1. Goes for a form of a pile driver. He's got it. Kevin Sullivan is badly hurt. Sullivan desperately trying to get to his corner for a tag. And seeing that these gents are not tag team partners, we're going to go 4 and under. Sullivan cannot make the tag. Level 3 offense for Brent Banks. Looking for a 5 or a red 6. He's got a red 3. Drops an elbow on Kevin Sullivan. Now another knee on the arm. Another knee, a third knee, a fourth knee, a 5 knee, a 5th knee, a 6th knee. He's just dropping it over and over again on the right arm of Kevin Sullivan. Crowd is counting along here in Alberta, Canada. Level 3 offense for Banks. It's a 6. It is a 6. He's going for the sliced bread, baby. He tags in Tyson Ducks. Now we roll. Roll 1 die. Let's see what it's going to be. It's a 1. Springboard cutter And Northern Lariat. Booyah! +1 on Kevin Sullivan. It could be all over here once we find the 6. At some point, there it is. Tyson Ducks goes for the pin. What a beautiful double team effort by Banks and Ducks. And Kevin Sullivan kicks out. Unbelievable. He's using that psychopathic strength. Pin rating stays at a 6. Tyson Ducks can't believe it. Tyson Ducks. A red 4. Tyson Ducks setting up the power bomb. Booyah! Kevin Sullivan seems to be getting a second wind here. Level 2 offense for Tyson Ducks. That's a 4. Tries to set up the hammerlock DDT. He nails it. Kevin Sullivan is hurt. Sullivan has to desperately make a tag here. Tyson Ducks with a 2. Tyson Ducks putting the boots to Kevin Sullivan, as that's a choice to go into the turnbuckle. We're not going to do that. Level 2 offense again for Tyson Ducks. That's a 1. Scoop slam, trying to body slam Kevin Sullivan. As he lifts up Sullivan, Sullivan rakes the eyes of Tyson Ducks and goes south of the border. Yam, bam, Yahtzee. Tyson Ducks drops to a knee. Kevin Sullivan quickly puts the knee to the jaw of Tyson Ducks. Tyson Ducks is down. Kevin Sullivan looks to make a tag here. He's got to get out of the ring. It's a 4. He's going to tag in Sir Oliver Humperdink. I don't know if Humperdink wanted to come in. Level 2 offense for Sir Oliver Humperdink against Tyson Ducks. It is a 1. Looking for the falling forearm smash on the prone Tyson Ducks. Tyson Ducks is nailed with it. They're too close to the Canadian's corner. Tyson Ducks will try to make a tag here. He's got to get it. He cannot make the tag. Sir Oliver Humperdink quickly grabs his ankle and drags him back towards the Fearsome Foursome's corner. And all mayhem breaking loose now in that corner as Sir Oliver Humperdink causes a distraction. One-man gang and the missing link choking and pounding away on Tyson Ducks. Now Sir Oliver Humperdink turns his attention back to Tyson Ducks. The man from Reno, Nevada, gives the throat slash, signaling this will be it. It's a 5 for Sir Oliver Humperdink, looking for the big elbow drop. Booyah! Tyson Ducks was able to roll just a little bit. He didn't take the full brunt of it. Sir Oliver Humperdink rolls on level 2 offense. That is a 2 for Sir Oliver Humperdink. Stomping away at the body of Tyson Ducks. Tyson Ducks is hurt again. Sir Oliver Humperdink mocking the crowd, giving Ducks an opportunity. Can he make the tag 6 and under? Yes, he can. Who will he tag in? He will tag in his partner, Brent Banks. It is a hot tag. He comes in at level 2 offense. A 4 for Brent Banks. Brent Banks sends Humperdink into the ropes. Humperdink's rope rating is a C, the worst it could be. So that's the rope rating. Let's get that chart out. C. It's an 8. That's not going to bode well for Humperdink. An 8 on a C. Brent Banks going for a big shoulder. Brent Banks' power is a 0. Humperdink's power is a +1. And again, what I like to do is low roll wins. It's going to be Humperdink, even with the +1. That's a 3. And Humperdink, as they go shoulder to shoulder, they smack heads. Both combatants go down. Humperdink rolls towards his corner. Humperdink looks to make a tag. And he will tag in. Oh, boy, he tagged in Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan still weary. One-man gang not understanding that tag. One-man gang has not been in the ring yet. Oh, should be Banks over here. And Sullivan back in. I forgot to move the things, but I knew he was in. So Kevin Sullivan in on level 2 offense against Brent Banks trying to rise to his feet. Can Kevin Sullivan get his pound of flesh? He's going to look to tag out. 1 for Kevin Sullivan. Setting up the knee lift as Brent Banks rises. 4 for Brent Banks. Booyah! He nails him with the knee lift. And he will make a tag quickly. My choice, as that's a 1. You can't tag yourself. We're going with the one-man gang. Here comes the one-man gang. Missing link. Might be next if we're able to get him. So one-man gang, level 2 offense. It's a 6 for the one-man gang. Clothesline. Whips Brent Banks into the ropes, going for the clothesline. Booyah! Banks upended, but somehow tries to make it back to his corner. One-man gang posing, taunting the Canadians here in Alberta, Canada. Level 2 offense for one-man gang. It is a 2. Looking to drop the elbow hammers over and over again on Brent Banks. Banks absorbs the first one, then back kicks into the testicle region of the one-man gang. That stops the onslaught just long enough for Brent Banks to try to make a tag here. He will tag in player Uno. So player Uno going against the one-man gang on level 1 offense. Well, he made the tag. I like to say level 2 offense. It is a 6 for player Uno. Game over. It's a tag to player Dos. The double team effort on the one-man gang. Double drop kick. One-man gang is staggered. Both player Uno and player Dos come off the ropes. Another drop kick. He is down to one knee. They now go off the ropes again for behind the one-man gang. Double drop kick to the back of the head. One-man gang face first to the canvas. Add 1 to the one-man gang's pin rating. It goes to a 4 and a 1 for the one-man gang. He is down. Level 3. Player Dos in the ring. Let's see what he can do here. He's looking for a red 5-6. He gets a red 2. He waits for the one-man gang to get up. Booyah with another drop kick. Again, level 3 offense. It's a 5 for player Dos. The final smash. He's up on the corner. Top turnbuckle. The one-man gang. Groggy. Off the top turnbuckle. Body splash. Sending the one-man gang down. He caught him high to the head. 5. But the one-man gang is able to roll out of it. He is hurt. He is hurt. Player Dos will go for a tag here. We lost the white tie. It's a 1. He tags in. Tyson ducks. Level 2 offense against the one-man gang. It's a 5 for Tyson ducks. Does he have his ducks in a row? Tyson ducks is going to try to execute a fisherman suplex. I don't think he can do it. He's trying. The one-man gang might be too heavy. He's going to go for a side suplex. Booyah! Unbelievable strength from Tyson ducks on the groggy one-man gang. I think he's still dazed from getting hit high in the head on the splash by player Dos from the top turnbuckle. That is a 3 and a defense of a 5. One-man gang is hurt. Tyson ducks, level 2 offense, is a 1. He's going to try to attempt the body slam. I don't know if he can do it. The one-man gang. And again, he can't really get the one-man gang up. gets him off his feet a little, and then sort of side suplexes him again. One-man gang still hurt. Level 2 offense for Tyson Ducks. Tyson Ducks waiting for the one-man gang to get up. Mule drop kick as the one-man gang was on one knee. Catches the one-man gang. One-man gang again is hurt. Tyson Ducks doesn't know what he has to do to take out this behemoth. It's a 1 again. Tyson Ducks ain't going for the body slam this time. Tyson Ducks looking for the one-man gang to get up. He's going to try a drop kick here. And he catches the one-man gang. One-man gang down to one knee once again. Tyson Ducks will tag out. It's a 3. Player Uno will come in. The girthiest of all 4 Canadians. Level 2 offense for Player Uno. 3 for the Uno. Level 17 Wizard. Will he land it? Will he land the Wizard? One-man gang. Oh, my Lord. The one-man gang counters it and then hits him with a tremendous lariat. Nearly beheading Player Uno. There's the strength of the one-man gang. He nearly broke him in half. The one-man gang will go on level 2 offense. It's a 5 for the one-man gang. One-man gang with the suplex. He holds Player Uno high in the air, vertically straight, the blood rushing to the masked man. Cranium. Holding him, and booyah! Sends him over. Player Uno is hurt. One-man gang will make a tag here. 6. We're going to go with the missing link. So he tags in the missing link, the craziest of the 4. Level 2 offense for the missing link. It's a 5. The missing link going for the atomic drop, and he nails it on Player Uno, who is in tremendous trouble. Missing link goes for the pin but doesn't hook the leg. Snake eyes. Oh! Player Uno just gets his shoulder up. He should have hooked the legs. The Canadians didn't go for a pin save there. Remember, the Fearsome Foursome have used their 2 pin saves. And the Canadians also, I can use outside interference. So the missing link is on level 3 offense. Let's see if he can roll the diving headbutt. He will not. That is a blue 1. He's biting the masked man's forehead. I don't know how effective that will be. But it's effective enough, as now, after biting the forehead, he is ramming his green-faced head over and over and over again into Player Uno's cranium. Player Uno's cranium over and over, and to one knee goes Player Uno. The missing link continues to use his head like a battering ram, crushing into the skull of Player Uno. Uno down on his back. The missing link drops the head one more time in the heart region. Missing link on level 3 offense. He gets the blue 2. Drops another headbutt. We're not going to do the death jump. It's a choice. Level 3 offense again for the missing link. Now he's got to do the death jump. We've rolled it 2 times in a row. So we go to the death jump. Death jump. Where the hell's... There it is. Death jump. All right, the death jump rating. Now you use the prone player's rating. This chart is used because I usually never use the death jump. This chart is used when the opponent climbs to the top turnbuckle to try a devastating move while you are helpless on the mat. Check your... Yes, so we would check Player Uno's death jump rating. And it's a C. That's not bueno. All right. And it's a 9. This is not going to fare well for the Canadians. Player Uno, a 9 on a C. The missing link comes off the top turnbuckle. The opponent climbs the top rope, but you recover and climb up and struggle take place. If you have the better agility, oh. So they're on the top turnbuckle, pounding away at one another. The agility rating, again, so agility is 0 for player Uno and 0 for the missing link. So I like to roll. Whoever has the low roll wins. And it will be player Uno. He's going to suplex the missing link. Booyah! Center of the ring. What testicular fortitude by player Uno. He will make the tag. 3, so it's my choice. He's going to tag in his own partner, player Dos. Level 3 offense for player Dos. Looking for the 5-6. He gets a 6. He gets a 6. He quickly tags in player Uno again. It is the fatality. Missing link into the ropes. Oh my lord, DDT. And then the frog splash from player Uno. It is a +2 finisher on the missing link. A 5 pin roll. It is over. The fearsome foursome out of pin saves. 1, 2, 3. It is over. The Canadians have won. The team of Tyson Ducks, Brent Banks, player Uno, player Dos, aided by super kicks from Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega early on in the match, have defeated the fearsome foursome of Kevin Sullivan, the one-man gang. Missing link, Sir Oliver Humperdink is going insane. He can't believe it. He can't believe it. The Canadians have stormed the ring. It's 8-on-4, and the beatdown ensues. Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and the Dungeon Master himself, Stu Hart, they have come into the ring, and they're going to get their pound of flesh. They are beating the living bejesus out of the fearsome foursome. They are beating them from pillar to post. Good God Almighty. What mayhem here in Canada. Actually, it's my faux pas. It is a 9-on-4. Holy cow. They have just beaten the bejesus out of the fearsome foursome. Bret Hart has the sharpshooter on Sir Oliver Humperdink. The fans are going insane here. And finally, he releases it. Stu Hart has clamped in the side-crushing headlock. The sugar hold. Now he goes to the sugar hold. Oh, they're just kicking the crap out of Sir Oliver Humperdink. Now Stu Hart and Bret Hart pick Sir Oliver Humperdink up. Lined up are Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, Owen Hart. They whip Sir Oliver Humperdink towards Kenny Omega. The Commonwealth champion, Omega, sets him up for the one-wing angel. Booyah! On the outside of the ring being pummeled are Kevin Sullivan, the one-man gang, and the missing link, as Tyson Ducks, Brett Banks, player Uno, player Dos are taking the chairs to those 3 psychopaths, beating them down. Now Sir Oliver Humperdink is raised up. His lifeless body is raised up. Chris Jericho. What's Chris Jericho going to do? He hits him with a psycho knee. Sir Oliver Humperdink is down as that was taking place. Owen Hart on the top turnbuckle. Frog splash! The crowd is going insane. Sir Oliver Humperdink's lifeless body just laying on the mat. So, the crowd really enjoyed that 8-man tag team. The Canadians come away victorious. Once again, your winners of this 8-man tag team. Again, these matches are no DQ. The way God intended them. Tyson Ducks, Brett Banks, player Uno, player Dos, as they defeat Kevin Sullivan, one-man gang, missing link, Sir Oliver Humperdink, all for of the fearsome foursome laid out cold. Sir Oliver Humperdink will have to be aided to the back by the medical staff. Groggily getting back to their feet are Kevin Sullivan, one-man gang, and the Missing Link. Missing Link moves towards the Canadians again, and he is beat back with chairs. Order is being restored. We will now move on to the next match. It was total mayhem here, folks. So that was a fun 8-man tag. Again, the Canadians win. Oof. This crowd is revved up. We now go to our featured bout of the evening. It will be RJ City taking on Mike Graham. This should be interesting. We don't need these chips anymore. So, we have red and we have blue. RJ City, we'll get that in a moment. His pin rating is a 3. Actually, I've seen some of his wrestling matches, and again, he was more of a comedic wrestler. He understood psychology, and he actually could wrestle pretty well. Played a really good heel. He's now with AEW, basically a talk show host on there, but he's pretty funny. Makes it fun to watch. All right, we don't need these dice anymore, so let's move them over here. And we don't need the white die anymore. So RJ City, 6'3", 210, as seen on TV. He's a Canadian. Finishing move, the knee Arthur's a +1 on the level 3 offense, roll of a 6. He also has the Goodnight Everybody Sleeper on 5. Pin rating is a 3. We'll put that there. And this is, again, Best of Canada series. On the Indies. Best of Canada on the Indies. Mike Graham, son of Eddie Graham, who will be in the next matchup versus Teddy Hart. Mike Graham, 5'8", 219 from Tampa, Florida. Finishing move, the figure 4 leg lock, +1. So that's on a level 3 offense, roll of a 6. And he is a 4-pin rating. Red and blue. I'm going to take a sip of water. And again, at ringside, Kenny Omega, Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Stu Hart, Chris Jericho. They want to make sure things go the Canadians' way here. It's going to be tough sailing. There's the bell. And it will be RJ City putting his hand out and then poking Mike Graham in the eyes. Level 1 offense. Or let's roll. Level 1 offense. A 3 for RJ City. Going for the stiff kick on Mike Graham. Mike Graham is dazed. Level 1 offense again for RJ City as he plays to the crowd. RJ, a bit of a ham. That's going to be a 2 for RJ City. RJ City looks to rest in the corner, mocking Mike Graham. Mike Graham moves forward, and RJ City pokes him in the eyes. European uppercut. Mike Graham goes backwards. RJ City on level 2 offense. RJ City with a quick start here for Canada. That's a 4. RJ City continues to taunt Mike Graham. Again, goes with the eye poke. Level 2 offense again. We didn't do the into the turnbuckle. It is a 1. RJ City trying for a snap suplex. Mike Graham. 3. Booyah! He takes Mike Graham over. RJ City impressing a lot of people here at ringside. Mike Graham is hurt. RJ City again mocks Mike Graham, plays to the crowd. It's a 2 for RJ City. RJ City looking for the arm drag takedown. This time Mike Graham is prepared. He counters it. Arm drag takedown of RJ City. Mike Graham on level 2 offense. It's a 6 for Mike Graham. Mike Graham puts a boot to RJ City. Looks for the suplex. Booyah! RJ City is hurt. Mike Graham again on level 2 offense. It is a 3 for Mike Graham. Mike Graham, as RJ City begins to rise, looking for the running drop kick. Nails RJ City, splattering him head over heels. Mike Graham on level 3 offense. Mike Graham, can he get the figure 4? He tries to put it on. RJ City pushes him away. Mike Graham holds the leg and drops the elbow on the thigh area. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. It is a 3. He drops the elbow again on the thigh area. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. A 4. Looking for the lateral guillotine. Yes! RJ City is in big trouble here. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. A 4. He's going for his second lateral guillotine. Nails it again. RJ City. Mike Graham trying to recover from the earlier beating early in the match, trying to catch his breath. This gives RJ City a bit of a breather. Level 2 offense for Mike Graham. It's a 1 for Mike Graham, going for the arm drag takedown. Beautifully takes him down. Locks him into a headlock. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. He needs to take advantage of this. Oh, that 6 was so close. Just rolled into the 2. He continues with the side headlock on the canvas. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. A 1. Handstand knee drop. Yes! RJ City is hurt. He's going to leave the ring. RJ City will leave the ring. So it's going to be his ring rating, which is a B. So it's a B for RJ City. It's a 6 on a B. The opponent comes out, so Mike Graham comes out of the ring to attack. Back and forth they go. RJ City tries for the Yam Band Yahtzee. Mike Graham blocks it, comes back with a right hand. Another right hand. They're brawling away, and now a poke to the eyes by RJ City. RJ City looking for something. He's got the timekeeper's bell. Booyah! He nails Mike Graham. RJ City breathing quite heavily. RJ looking to wrap the... What is that? The camera... The camera plug-in. What's he trying to do? It's insanity. He's wasting too much time. Mike Graham comes back with a chair. He comes back with a chair. Nailing RJ City. Again, this is no DQ. Who has the ring rating here? B. C. RJ City comes back. He's got the timekeeper's hammer. Oh, he nails Mike Graham, busting him open. RJ City rolls Mike Graham back into the ring. Level 3 offense for RJ City. It's a 1. The cocky stomp. He's just stomping away, mocking Mike Graham. Graham spins, catches his foot. Yam Bam Yahtzees, RJ City. What's good for the goose is good for RJ City. Mike Graham now on level 2 offense. What a counter by Mike Graham. And blood's coming down his forehead, running down the nose. It's a 1 for Mike Graham. Goes for the arm drag takedown. Holds that arm now, puts pressure on it. Level 2 offense again for Mike Graham. There's the 4. Looking for the elbow hammers over and over and over again. Smashing the elbows into the chest of RJ City from behind. Level 2 offense for Mike Graham is a 6. Going for the suplex. Yes, he nails it. A bloody Mike Graham as the crowd is booing here in Canada. Booing the man from Tampa, Florida. Blood going right from his forehead, right down the nose. Mike Graham has RJ City badly hurt. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. He's signaling for the figure 4. He's got it. He's got it. He's locked on the figure 4. He has locked on the figure 4. It's a +1 finisher. Kenny Omega will attempt outside interference. Actually, yes, it'll be Kenny Omega. It's an 11. Omega comes in, breaks up the figure 4. Mike Graham, Kenny Omega going at it. RJ City trying to breathe some life into his injured leg. Omega, Graham, back and forth. Mike Graham. Oh, he puts the boot to Kenny Omega's testicular region and sends Omega flying over the top rope. Mike Graham now drops an elbow on the left thigh of RJ City. Drops it again. He hooks on the figure 4. One more time. Will RJ City submit? 5 and under. RJ City struggling. He gets to the ropes. Mike Graham can't believe it. He refuses to relinquish the hold. This is no DQ. But Prime Minister Trudeau is at ringside. He orders them to break. And the referee forcibly trying to break Mike Graham. And now coming into the ring, it's Owen and Bret Hart. And they break the figure 4 and get a few kicks in on Mike Graham. Now they leave the ring. It is Mayhem here in Canada on Mayhem Monday. Mike Graham still on level 3 offense, bleeding, battered, being beaten by Canadians from every side. Rolls on level 3 offense. It's a 2 for Mike Graham. Mike Graham again drops the elbow on the left thigh of RJ City. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. RJ City writhing in pain on the canvas. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. It's a 6. He's going for the figure 4. He has it locked on. +1. A bloody Mike Graham looking to get a win here. Can RJ City? He's trying to get to the ropes, but Mike Graham has it locked in. And RJ City makes it to the ropes again. RJ City, you didn't think he was tough, but my God, he's showing his toughness. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. It's a 4. Going for the lateral guillotine. Booyah! RJ City is badly hurt. A bloody Mike Graham spits on RJ City. Oh, blood just running down the front of his face. The Canadians are trying to get in the ring, but I have to give some credit to the authorities here keeping them out. We're talking about Kenny Omega, who's already interfered in the ring. Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Jericho, and Stu Hart. Level 3 offense for Mike Graham. It's a 5. Going for the Oklahoma side roll. Quickly, RJ City rolls out of it, but he is badly hurt. He cannot stand. His legs have taken a pummeling from the elbow shots and figure 4s by the man from Tampa, Florida. Son of Eddie Graham, Mike Graham. Mike Graham again on level 3 offense. It is a 5. Side roll once again, but this time RJ City a little more smarter. He's still hurt. Mike Graham trying to catch his breath. The loss of blood really getting to Mike Graham now. Level 2 offense for Mike Graham. 4 for Mike Graham. Quickly applies the rear chin lock and pounding away now with elbows on RJ City. Level 2 offense for Mike Graham. It's a 6. Mike Graham has a limp RJ City up. Going for the suplex. It's a quick suplex. Takes him right over. Tries to go for some sort of quick pin, but they're too close to the ropes. RJ City puts his leg on the ropes. Level 2 offense. You can see Mike Graham. The blood loss is really affecting him, though he's really come on. It's a 4 for Mike Graham. A 3, for Mike Graham. Trying to set up the running. He backs up a bit, waiting for RJ City to get up. Tags him with the drop kick. Didn't catch him full on, but he caught him good enough. Level 2 offense again for Mike Graham. A bloody Mike Graham. Mike Graham Running cross body block. Yes! He sends RJ City down. RJ City is down. Rolling out of the ring is RJ City. Ring rating for RJ City is a B. That's an 8 on a B. Mike Graham will not go out. The referee's making the count. I don't know why, because it's a no DQ. I guess you can get counted out, though. RJ City slowly makes his way back into the ring, and quickly pouncing on him is Mike Graham, sending boot after boot after boot into the lumbar region, back of the neck, and side of the head of RJ City. Now he arm drag takedown into the center of the ring. Mike Graham drops the elbow on the left thigh once again of RJ City. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Mike Graham on level 3 offense. Mike Graham, he's locked on the figure 4. He's locked on the figure 4. He's really softened up RJ City. This is now another +1. So it's a 7 and under. RJ City will submit 7 and under as Sports Time Machine chanting USA, USA. He's being booed by the Canadian fans here in Alberta, Canada. And finally, RJ City taps out. RJ City taps out. Mike Graham is the winner via the figure 4. A bloody Mike Graham. And here comes Stu Hart. Stu Hart comes into the ring and applies a sugar hole from behind. Takes Mike Graham down. He is stretching Mike Graham out. He is stretching Mike Graham out. As Kenny Omega, Owen Hart, Chris Jericho, and Bret Hart have all 4 sides of the ring covered. Stu Hart with the sugar hold stretching out Mike Graham. He is stretching out the winner, Mike Graham. He is showing them what Canada means. Oh, my Lord. Finally, some order is being restored. And it's the order of Stu Hart. Stu Hart lets go of the hold. Now signals Omega, son Owen, son Brent, and Chris Jericho come into the ring. Oh, my Lord, this is not going to be pretty. Stu Hart lifts up Mike Graham. Kenny Omega is going to put him in the one-wing angel. But who's racing to the ring? Who's racing to the ring? It's Father Eddie. Father Eddie, who's in the next match, comes racing into the ring with a chair, and he clears house. He clears house. RJ City starts to get to his feet, and Eddie Graham nails him with the chair, sending RJ City over the top rope. Eddie Graham comes in to save his son, Mike Graham, as there is a stare down. Stu Hart staring down Eddie Graham. Stu Hart outside the ring with his 4 proteges, Omega, son Brett, son Owen, and Chris Jericho. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They're not leaving ringside. Mike Graham is victorious over RJ City is just laid out. Now his fellow Canadian grapplers will aid him back to the ring. Mike Graham being aided by Father Eddie Graham. Oh, Mike is a bloody mess, but he is victorious. He is victorious. As Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike continues to chant USA, USA, being booed down by these Canadians here in Alberta, Canada. Max Cornelius is here, Greg Gorecki, Brian Hoxie, Philip Reynolds, and Frank Wainscott. What a match. I mean, a blood feud might be going on between Eddie Graham and Stu Hart. Eddie Graham now helps his son to the back, unaccosted, thank God. So Mike Graham with the figure 4. He'll need some stitches for that hammer shot that RJ City put on him. So Eddie Graham, and here comes Teddy Hart. Eddie Graham is in the back with his son for the moment. Teddy Hart in the ring with Father Stu, Brett, and Owen, his brothers. Outside the ring, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. These Canadians, they want to prove a point. They want to prove a point. I believe it was Sir Oliver Humperdink who called Canada the 51st state of America. It has not been pretty here. This is not what you call a pleasant time here for the people south of the border. Now, again, order is trying to be restored as Eddie Graham will make his way to the ring. Eddie Graham stops outside the ring. Says, why don't you chicken shits clear the ring? Ooh, harsh words from Eddie Graham. He is not a fearful man, that's for sure. Eddie Graham can handle himself. So Kenny Omega leaves the ring, or the ring apron. So does Chris Jericho. Owen and Brett leave the ring. They stand side by side with Jericho and Omega. But Stu Hart is in the ring with his son, Teddy. What's going on here? He's giving some final advice, and here comes Eddie Graham. Oh boy, there's a stare down between Stu and Eddie. And now Stu turns toward his son, gives him a hug and a kiss, and says, kill him. Stu Hart again glares back at Eddie Graham. Eddie Graham says, I'm going to get the pound of flesh from your son. Harsh words from both grapplers. So Stu Hart makes his way outside the ring, but he's right there. Not sitting in a chair, he's at ringside. Why doesn't Prime Minister Trudeau do something about this? I don't know. I guess he wants Canada to win at all costs. They won the four-man tag team, but a gutsy Mike Graham, against all odds, makes RJ City submit to the figure four. So here we go. Teddy Hart taking on Eddie Graham. So it's Teddy versus Eddie. Co-main event. Still to come. The main event. Wahoo McDaniel. Davey Boy Smith Jr. That should be a slobber knocker. All right. Teddy Hart. Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And there's a huge cheer as Teddy Hart is announced. One of Alberta's favorite sons. Oh, Stu is the uncle of Teddy. I did not know that. He's a father-like figure, though. Thank you. He's a father-like figure. The uncle. I apologize. I did not know my Hart tree. So Teddy Hart, the nephew of Stu Hart, who treats him like a son. 6'1", 200 pounds. Finishing moves on 5 and 6 for level 3 offense. Power bomb. Lung blower. That doesn't sound pleasant. Then you have a roll here. An asterisk, so you get some extra, roll, some information down here. The Doomsday Destroyer is a +2. And then if it's a tag match, you would roll. So we don't have to worry it's not a tag match. His pin rating is a 2. Agility -2, which is good. Power is a +1, which is not good. Ropes B, turnbuckle A, ring B, death jump B, DQ 4, but he doesn't have to worry about that. These are non-DQ matches, just the way God intended them. So his pin rating is a 2. The nephew of Stu Hart, I correct myself thanks to the aid of Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike. Just check out that wonderful channel. And Captain Fantastic's dog hair is all over the place because he was in here earlier. Now, Eddie Graham, 5'11", 230, Tampa, Florida. His pin rating is a 2. All right, so again, Teddy Hart, Best of Canada set. The Indies, Best of Canada. And Eddie Graham, the expansion pack 11, which just came out. Figure 4 leg lock is his finishing hold on a 6 on level 3 offense. Ropes B, turnbuckle B, ring A, death jump A, disqualification 5, doesn't matter. Oh man, this is the cool main event. What mayhem here, north of the border on Mayhem Monday from Alberta, Canada. There's going to be no handshakes here. All right, let's get our outside interference chart ready. As you know, there might be some outside shenanigans. Let's slide these dudes over a bit. Get the outside chart there. All right, let's roll. Here they go. There's the bell. Yeah, they're going right at it. Tooth and nail, rights and lefts. Teddy Hart, Eddie Graham, they're not holding back. They're swinging away. Shots with bad intentions. Let's roll again. It's going to be Eddie Graham. Eddie Graham with a 6 on level 1. Quickly tries to get into the sleeper hold. Eddie Graham's a -1. Teddy Hart's a -2. Low roll wins. Can Teddy Hart counter this? Yes, he can, because -2. They both rolled 2, but -1. So Teddy Hart counters and comes back with a chop to Eddie Graham's chest. He takes over on level 2 offense. What a counter by Teddy Hart. That's a 4 for Hart on level 2. Hammerlock and cradle DDT attempt. Booyah! He nails it. Oh, Lord. Teddy Hart really looking to take out Eddie Graham. Level 2 offense for Teddy Hart. Eddie Graham's as tough as they come, though. A 5. Looking for the snap power bomb cutter. Can he do it? Yes, he can. But Eddie Graham shows his tremendous toughness. Unbelievable. Level 2 offense. Teddy Hart has hit Eddie Graham with some tremendous moves, but Eddie Graham is still there. A 5 for Teddy Hart. Again, looking for the snap power bomb cutter. Eddie trying to fight it off. Teddy rakes the eyes of Eddie. Now puts the knee into the Yahtzee Yam Bang. He's setting it up. Snap power bomb cutter. Booyah! Eddie Graham quickly pops up. Now drops to a knee. Teddy Hart just can't believe it. Neither can the Canadians at ringside. And we're talking about Stu Hart, Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, and Kenny Omega. Sports Time Machine says, my apologies, it's his grandfather. All right. So Teddy Hart again on level 2 offense. That's a 2. Trying for a ground ankle lock. 1. He takes Eddie Graham off his feet. Graham a bit dazed. So now Teddy Hart changing his strategy here, going to the legs of Eddie Graham with that ground ankle lock. Level 2 offense for Teddy Hart. There's a 5. Teddy Hart setting up the snap powerbomb cutter one more time. Yes, he does. And Eddie Graham is in all kinds of pain. What a quick start for Teddy Hart. Showing his grandfather Stu what he can do. Eddie Graham will leave the ring. Eddie Graham's ring rating outside the ring is an A, because this chart is used when you have been thrown out of the ring or leave the ring. Check your ring rating at the bottom of your card. It's an A. Ooh, Eddie Graham. That's good. If you're an Eddie Graham fan, this is going to be good. 3. Here it comes. Teddy Hart. Eddie Graham, was he playing possum? Yes, he was. What does he have in his hand? The timekeeper's bell. Booyah! He nails Teddy Hart. Holy cow. To the shock and chagrin of Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, Owen, Brent, and Stu Hart. Now he grabs a chair. He's clearing house. As those Canadians move forward, he is beating them back one by one. To the ground they go, to the concrete floor here in Alberta, Canada. Eddie Graham, beating the bejesus out of all 5, now turns his attention back to the grandson of Stu Hart, Teddy Hart. What's he going to do? He has Teddy Hart up, and he slams him into the turnbuckle pole. He's going to take him around for a do-si-do. The next one, and the next one, and the next one. He's not done yet. It's a double do-si-do. Ring post to pillar and over again, busting open Teddy Hart. Eddie Graham saying, "This is for my son, you son of a bitch." Booyah, 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 slamming Teddy Hart's head over and over again into the pole. Eddie Graham rolls a bloodied Teddy Hart into the ring. Level 3 offense for Eddie Graham. Can he get the figure 4 on him? No, he cannot. Teddy Hart fights it off. As he fights it off, Eddie Graham looks to drop him on the ring rope. Teddy Graham counters it with a back kick into the testicular region. Teddy Hart counters it with the back kick in the testicular region of Eddie Graham. Teddy Hart takes over on level 2 offense. Oh my Lord, he's trying to catch his breath. He's a bloody mess. Omega, Jericho, Owen Hart, Bret Hart, Stu Hart trying to get to their feet after the beating they took from the chair shots from Eddie Graham. Getting revenge for his son. 6 by Teddy Hart on level 2 offense. He's going for the Heart Destroyer. Can he get it? Eddie Graham trying to fight him off, but he's got the Heart Destroyer. Eddie Graham is hurt. A bloody Teddy Hart. Can't believe it. Thought it was over there. Teddy Hart again on level 2 offense. It's a 3. Stomping away at Eddie Graham. We're not going to do into the ropes. It's a choice. If we roll it 2 times in a row, we will. It's a 6 now for Teddy Hart. Setting up the Heart Destroyer again, and he nails it. He nails it. Goes for the pin, but he doesn't hook the leg. He needs snake eyes. Quickly kicking out is Eddie Graham, but the first pin attempt goes to Teddy Hart. That will increase Eddie Graham's pin rating to a 3. Teddy Hart on level 3 offense. It is a 3 for Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart stomping away. He's not going to throw Eddie Graham out of the ring. Level 3 again. It's a 5. It's a 5. Power bomb lung buster. Booyah! The fans are on their feet here in Alberta, Canada. They're going insane. So we hit the 5. We have an asterisk. Roll 1 die. 4, 6. It is an avalanche. 4, 5, 6. It's not. It is a normal powerbomb lung blower. Teddy Hart goes for the pin. Eddie Graham gets his shoulder up, but now his pin rating goes to a 4. Wow, Eddie Graham is tough as they come. A bloody Teddy Hart. Can't believe it. Now Stu Hart is the first to get to his feet from the concrete floor after suffering shot after shot from the chair swung by Eddie Graham. He looks to check out his fellow Canadians, but now starting to cheer on Teddy, going, "Get him, Teddy." Level 3 offense for Teddy Hart. It's a 3 for Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart dropping the knee on the prone Eddie Graham. 3 times he drops it into the forehead of Eddie Graham. Level 3 offense again for Teddy Hart. That's a 1. Looking for the rope hung pile driver. Can he do it? He tries to set it up, and Eddie Graham counters. Eddie Graham can get down and dirty. He put the thumb into the throat of Teddy Hart, raked his eyes, kicked him in the nuts. Eddie Graham takes over, and the blood on the face of Eddie Graham and on the hands of Eddie Graham is the blood of Teddy Hart. Level 2 offense for Eddie Graham. Stu Hart can't believe it. It's a 4 for Eddie Graham. Eddie Graham goes for the power slam. 6. Teddy Hart counters it. Unbelievable. Teddy Hart tries to roll him up. Eddie Graham kicks out of it. Teddy Hart quickly drops an elbow into the throat of Eddie Graham. Level 2 offense for the bloody Teddy Hart. Tough as nails as he comes. 4. Looking for the hammerlock cradle DDT. He's got it. He's got it. Eddie Graham will leave the ring. Oh, he was close to those ropes. He rolls out. Quite fortuitous that he landed close to the ropes. Rolls out of the ring. Stu Hart starts to move over. And look at that. Canadian security stops him. He's an A rating on the outside of the ring. It's a 12. That's not going to bode well for Eddie Graham. Teddy Hart, what's he doing? He's on the top turnbuckle. Stu Hart has tossed him the timekeeper's hammer. Teddy Hart comes off the top turnbuckle, tomahawk chop style, but with the timekeeper's hammer, slamming Eddie Graham square in the forehead. Holy crap! Blood spewing from the head of Eddie Graham. The crowd here in Canada is in a bloodthirst. They're going insane. Teddy Hart rolls Eddie Graham back in the ring. Teddy Hart looking to set up the Doomsday Destroyer. He's looking to set up the Doomsday Destroyer. Can he do it? If we roll a 6, he does. If not, he just goes for the pin. It's something I like to add. He gets it! Holy cow! He is signaling the throat slash, setting up a bloodied, nearly knocked out Eddie Graham, and no one's coming to Graham's aid. His son is incapacitated, being helped by the medical staff in back after his victory when Father Eddie had to come out to save him at the end of the match. Teddy Hart struggling. He's setting up the Doomsday Destroyer. Booyah! +2. He goes for the pin. Both grapplers a bloody mess. And Eddie Graham gets his shoulder up. Unbelievable. Teddy Hart, Stu Hart can't believe it. Eddie Graham, his pin rating is now a 5. Teddy Hart still on level 3. Offense, it's a 6. He sets up the Doomsday Destroyer again. Booyah! Before he puts the pin on him, he gives the throat slash. Pin rating's a 7. He kicks out. He kicks out. Unbelievable at 2 3/4. Eddie Graham just will not give up. Pin rating goes to a 6. Teddy Hart cannot believe it. Grandfather Stu says, finish him. Finish him, Teddy. Level 3. It's a 5. He's going to go for the power bomb lung blower. It's a 5, so that will now be the Avalanche Canadian Destroyer inside +1. He nails it. The crowd is going insane. They're on their feet. They're screaming and yelling. +1. It's a 7. 1, 2, 3. Teddy Hart wins it. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. Eddie Graham probably took something out of him. Coming out to save his son from the beatdown that his son received after winning against RJ City via the figure 4. He came in swinging a chair, wiping out Omega, Jericho, Owen, Brent, and Stu Hart, and nailed RJ City for good measure, sending him over the top rope. That probably took something out, and the emotion of seeing his son being beat down. But Teddy Hart does the Hart Foundation family proud, the dungeon proud. Eddie Graham is out. What a win for Teddy Hart. Finally getting Eddie Graham on the Avalanche Canadian Destroyer. Both men a bloody mess. I tell you what really aided Teddy Hart, his psychopathness, when he went off the top apron, the top corner of the turnbuckle, and grandfather Stu tossed him the timekeeper's hammer. He came crashing down right there on the forehead of Eddie Graham, busting it open. Eddie Graham is down. And you can see a victorious Teddy Hart just on all fours, barking at him, taunting him, but Eddie Graham is out, and he's being surrounded by the Canadians as they await the Dungeon Master. Stu Hart enters, looks down at Eddie Graham. This is not over. The other 5 wait for the signal, but no beatdown shall ensue. Stu Hart tells him, leave the ring. The medical staff will come in to help Eddie Graham to the back, where he'll also need medical treatment, as his son did. The violence is unbelievable here in Canada. Your winner via the Avalanche Canadian Destroyer, Teddy Hart, grandson. We finally got the lineage right. Grandson of Stu Hart. Now to the main event. In Old Canada. And guess who's still at ringside? Omega, Jericho, Owen, Brent, and Stu Hart. The main event of the evening. Davey Boy Smith Jr. taking on Wahoo McDaniel, the former linebacker from the New York Jets in the old AFL. Oh boy, this is the main event. Wahoo McDaniel entered the ring first to booze, just a plethora of booze. Unbelievable. But it's not phasing Wahoo. Wahoo doesn't care. To the cheers, Davey Boy Smith Jr. comes to the ring. This is the main event of the evening. No time limit, no DQ. Someone must be pinned or submit. Davey Boy Smith, 6'5", 265, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Level 3 offense, 6 roll, finishing move, bulldog, powerbomb, +1 with an asterisk, and in a tag match, so it's not a tag match, so it doesn't matter. 1 through 4 lower play normally. 5. So it's going to be, because it's not a tag match, just a powerbomb +1 finisher. His pin rating is a 2. And this is the Best of Canada series set. Indies Best of Canada. Wahoo McDaniel off the new expansion pack 11. Wahoo, 6'1", 261, Midland, Texas. Played for the New York Jets of the old AFL in the 60s. He has 2 finishing moves. Neither of them are plus finishers, though. The tomahawk chop and the falling chop. His pin rating is a 2. This is not an Indian strap death match, or it would be a 0. Davey Boy Smith would not agree to the Indian death strap match. I'm going to take a sip of water, and we will go on to our main event. Let's go to the chat for a moment. Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike, says Teddy Hart is the type human being to shake hands with Eddie Graham and change his last name to Graham and be Eddie's new protege would be Sonic Heat in Canada. Interesting. Here we go. The main event of the evening from Alberta, Canada. There will be no shaking of hands here. And again, the Canadians have taken advantage of having the Harts at ringside along with Jericho and Kenny Omega. Prime Minister Trudeau is in the audience. I don't know if he's a wrestling fan or just likes to be around people. And he has been booed quite a bit. Here we go. There's the bell. And it's going to be Davey Boy Smith coming right out, getting the advantage on Wahoo McDaniel. We roll on level 1 offense. A 2 for Davey Boy Smith. Trying for a forearm smash on Wahoo McDaniel. McDaniel's dazed. Let's see if Davey Boy Smith, again on level 1 offense, can do a little better. That's a 4. Looks for the back body drop. His agility is a +1. Wahoo's agility is a +1. We're going to roll. Low roll wins. Oh, my Lord. Look at that. Back and forth they go. Wahoo with chops. Davey Boy Smith with strikes. Booyah! Booyah! And booyah! Davey Boy Smith once again. Looking for the back body drop. Jesus. Snake eyes. They're just pounding away at each other. Wahoo with chops. Davey Boy Smith with the closed fist. Wahoo. Smith. Wahoo. Smith. Wahoo. Smith. Now, Davey Boy rakes the eyes of Wahoo McDaniel. He's going to try a third time for the back body drop. This time, Wahoo McDaniels counters it. Arm drag takedown by Wahoo McDaniels. What a counter by Wahoo McDaniels. Level 2 offense for Wahoo. It's a 5 for McDaniel. 5. He's going to go with rapid chops to the chest. And that sends Davey Boy Smith down. Wahoo McDaniels drops an elbow, hooks the leg. Oh, Davey Boy Smith just kicks out. First pin attempt goes to Wahoo McDaniel. It happened so quick the Canadians at ringside could not interfere. Wahoo on level 3. It's a 6. Wahoo McDaniel off the ropes. Drops the falling chop. He's going to go for the pin. Here comes the outside interference, and it will be Owen Hart. It's a 6. Owen Hart comes into the ring. Owen Hart. Wahoo sees him. Owen Hart sets him up. DDT! Holy cow! Holy cow! Owen Hart nails Wahoo McDaniel with a DDT. This is no DQ, so we're not rolling for that. Davey Boy Smith is able to recover. Davey Boy Smith on level 3 offense. The crowd is cheering. What a dirty, dirty thing that Owen Hart and these Canadians have done to Wahoo McDaniel. Level 3 offense for Davey Boy Smith Jr. He's got the 6. He's setting up the Bulldog Powerbomb. A prone McDaniel can't do anything about it. Booyah! +1. There's no one here to help Wahoo McDaniel. But Wahoo quickly kicks out. Oh boy. Level 3 offense. Davey Boy Smith Jr. cannot believe it. Neither can Stu Hart. A 4 for Davey Boy Smith Jr. Saito suplex. Wahoo was able to absorb that better than we thought. Level 2 offense for Davey Boy Smith Jr. That is a 6. Again, he's going for a quick suplex. Snapmare suplex. Booyah! Level 2 offense again for Davey Boy Smith. Wahoo still hasn't recovered from a DDT that Owen Hart hit him with. It's a 2. Now he's trying a belly-to-belly suplex. He nails it again. He is suplexing the crap out of Wahoo McDaniels. Davey Boy Smith Jr. is not a small individual. He's 265 pounds. Neither is Wahoo McDaniel at 261, but he is tossing the man from Midland, Texas around like a rag doll. Of course, he was aided by the cheap shot from Owen Hart, the DDT, when it looked like Wahoo was going for the pin. Level 2 offense for Davey Boy Smith. It's a 3. On a level 2, He's jabbing away, looking to land the right hand now. Wahoo blocks it, comes back with a tremendous chop. Another chop, a third chop, a fourth chop, a fifth chop. Down goes Davey Boy Smith Jr. Wahoo McDaniel's on the warpath. Level 2 offense for Wahoo. It's a 2 for Wahoo. Wahoo looks to work the legs of Davey Boy Smith, trying to get him with a knee wrench corkscrew. Davey Boy Smith is hurt. Level 2 offense for Wahoo McDaniel. It's a 6 for Wahoo. Looking for the overhand chops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down goes Davey Boy Smith. Oh, wow. The Canadians are in shock and horror. The fans can't believe it. That's going to be a +1 to Davey Boy Smith. And he is badly hurt. His pin rating now goes to a 5. Wahoo looking for the blue 6. Oh, so close, but yet so far. Wahoo looking to set up the suplex. What's good for the goose is good for Davey Boy Smith Jr. He nails the suplex. He's going to go for the pin. He's going to go for the pin. They've already used their interference. Wahoo, what a comeback it could be. Oh, Davey Boy Smith kicks out at the count of 2. Davey Boy Smith Jr.'s pin rating goes to a 6. After the beating that Wahoo took, the cheap shot from Owen Hart, and power move after power move from Davey Boy Smith Jr., Wahoo is still standing and doing well. Level 3 offense for Wahoo McDaniel. It's a 2. How do you do? Going for the backbreaker. He's got it. Working the lower lumbar region now. Level 2 offense for Wahoo. It's a 2, I'm sorry. Again, looking for the corkscrew knee wrench. Davey Boy Smith is hurt. Wahoo changing his tactics. Wants to take the legs away from Davey Boy Smith so he cannot execute those suplexes and the Bulldog Powerbomb. Level 2 offense again for Wahoo McDaniel. It's a 6. Wahoo setting up the big overhand chops. He's going to strike him over and over again. Last time he struck him 10 times. This time it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Unbelievable. He has tomahawk chopped Davey Boy Smith Jr. to the canvas. It is a +1. So it's a 7 pin rating on Davey Boy Smith Jr. to the shock and chagrin of the Canadians. Not only the fans, but the ones who circle ringside like sharks. Omega, Jericho, Brent, Owen, and Stu Hart. Level 3 offense for Wahoo McDaniel. It's a 1. Going for the sleeper. He's going for the sleeper. Davey Boy Smith trying to get to the ropes. He does. Oh, boy. Wahoo thought he had him. Level 2 offense for Wahoo McDaniel. It's a 2. Wahoo McDaniel. Again, looking for the corkscrew knee wrencher. Davey Boy Smith favoring that leg now. Wahoo's trying to catch a breather. Level 1 offense for Wahoo. It's a 3. Arm wringer into a wrist lock. It's an agility move. Both are +1. So low roll wins. And it's going to be Davey Boy Smith countering the arm wrencher. Hip toss takedown of Wahoo McDaniel. Davey Boy Smith trying to regroup on level 2 offense here. 5 for Davey Boy Smith. High angle Boston Crab. Does he have the strength in his legs to do this? He's rearing back. He's rearing back, but they're close to the ropes. Wahoo McDaniels grabs onto the ropes and rolls out of the ring. Wahoo outside of the ring is an 8. Let's roll on the outside of the ring chart. It is a 7. The opponent, which is Davey Boy Smith Jr., comes out of the ring to attack you. A wild brawl breaks out. Punches and chops back and forth they go. They're just pounding away, pounding away, pounding away. Stu Hart starts to come over. He is chopped right in the chest, and down he goes. What a chop by Wahoo McDaniel. Davey Boy Smith Jr. tries to take advantage of it. Wahoo McDaniel comes with a back kick. to the testicular region, a little Yahtzee yam bam. Slam. Thank you, man. Down goes Davey Boy Smith Jr. Kenny Omega's chopped down. Here comes Jericho. Wahoo McDaniel's chopping them all down. Now Bret Hart and Owen Hart circle. Wahoo. Waiting for them to move forward. They move forward. Wahoo with quick strikes on both of them. Now, a drop kick with both feet taking down. It was a mule kick that just took down Owen and Bret Hart. Wahoo's full attention now goes to Davey Boy Smith Jr. trying to rise up. Wahoo McDaniel has the chair. He's going to tomahawk chalk him with the chair. Booyah! Blood spewing out of that forehead of Davey Boy Smith Jr. Wahoo rolls a bloody Davey Boy Smith Jr. into the ring. And again, I like to roll to see if he can get the 5-6 here. He's got the 6. Wahoo McDaniel on the first turnbuckle rope. Now on the second. Now on the third. Now on top of the turnbuckle. Comes off with a falling tomahawk chalk on the prone Davey Boy Smith Jr. He nails it. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Wahoo McDaniels has done it against all odds. Wahoo McDaniels, with everyone against him here in Alberta, Canada, except for Mr. Utah Mike, Sports Time Machine, has defeated and pinned Davey Boy Smith. What a match. He took out all of the Canadians at ringside. Wahoo McDaniel goes into a victorious war dance. He is being booed. Articles and particles and debris are being thrown into the ring at Wahoo McDaniel here in Alberta, Canada. And leading this horrific display of poor sportsmanship is the Prime Minister Trudeau. Or whatever the hell the Prime Minister's name is. Is it Trudeau? No, that was the old Prime Minister. What's the new Prime Minister's name? Anyway, whoever's Prime Minister, he's leading this horrific behavior. But Wahoo McDaniel is victorious. Unbelievable. What a match. Wahoo McDaniels takes out Davey Boy Smith off the top turnbuckle with a falling tomahawk chop and pins him 1, 2, 3. That is the main event, and it will end Monday Mayhem from Alberta, Canada. It was a fun card. So, we've got some blood feuds starting up here. Eddie Graham, Stu Hart, that could be one of them. So stay tuned for more wrestling on the RedSoxFan channel. If you enjoyed the stream, smack that like button. And again, we're having fun with this. So I like to turn good guys into bad guys sometimes, and bad guys into good guys. I like to build my own storyline, which we did. If you have not subscribed to the channel and you wish to do so, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Check out all the other wonderful content creators in our community, such as Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike, Philip Reynolds, and many, many others. I'd like to say thank you to Sports Time Machine, Max Cornelius, Greg Gorecki, Brian Hoxie, Philip Reynolds, Frank Wainscott. Amish Elvis, thank you very much. He said, you are our Wahoo McDaniels taking care of the bad guys. Thank you. Again, it was a very fun card. I got some more cards coming in, so we'll have even more different wrestlers. I don't really do federations. I kind of just do stuff, a little storyline here and there, and then we move on to the next little storyline. So, thank you. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. What is the Prime Minister of Canada? I can see him. He's young, has the wavy hair. Is it Trudeau? It could be. I have to look it up. And if it's not, I apologize. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah that just passed. Happy holidays. Greatly appreciate everyone's time. It is Trudeau, so I was right. Thank you, Amish Elvis. I don't know why I doubted myself. That's what happens when you get old. You start to doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself. If you're wrong, just admit you're wrong or say, well, I made a mistake and move on. So thank you very much. Again, hope it was entertaining. I have a lot of fun doing the wrestling. Storyline. It's fun. You can make up your own storyline. And this was Filsinger Games, Legends of Wrestling. We had some indies. We had the Legend set. The indies were the Canadians. These were when I say best of Canada, it was the best of the Canadian indies. It's fun. I think in the future, because I like Danhausen and RJ City, we might tag them up and see if they can take the TV tag team belts. But once again, in the main event, Wahoo McDaniels defeats Davey Boy Smith Jr. God bless. Love you all. Peace.